You rest in a field where a well-dressed stranger talks your ear off on all manner of subjects. The weather, fireflies in summer, how combine harvesters work. Death bones. Heard 'em rattle like clank, clink, clank. More startling than wind chimes in a tornado. He plucks dry grass and chews on a piece. Ain't much time left now. That don't matter. I'm fine. Got my savior waiting at the pearly gates. The man shifts uncomfortably. At least I do as of this afternoon, I hope. Nearly knocked the pastor's door down earlier. Sure was good to meet you. The man pauses, rubs his chin in contemplation. Don't let the bedbugs bite. He walks off slow. After his silhouette becomes small in the horizon, but before he vanishes, you see him collapse to the ground.
Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land, and by I'll see them far and long. When the night comes down for to take me hand in hand, this will be my tale, my vagrant song. Yeah, this will be my tale, my vagrant song.
You're thinking of, and all of that fame and fortune bought me a hell of a lot to lose. Alright, but you ain't gonna hear me crying, 'cause I got that soul circle blues. Alright. Downtown, smile as white as death, eyes like rolling dice, and easy bargains on his breath. He said you don't need that pain, child, but how about something you can really do? You ain't gonna want for nothing when you get that soul circle blue. Chest, all ain't gonna heal, and the swing of guitar guitar strings is about the only thing I feel. And if it was second chances, I don't know which way I would choose. Oh, yeah, the thing about now is I need this soul sucker blues. Well, I'm gonna scrawl my name on the bare bones of the earth. I'm gonna dig my heels into the ground. 'Cause when that very man comes for the tally of my worth, I won't leave much behind.
Clouds roll together to fill the sky. You shelter beneath a rocky overhang. Above, the clouds turn gray and purple and blue. Lightning arcs between them. The lightning is so strong that it seems to open a path in the haze above you. You are sure you see massive talons curved around the clouds. The thunder is so immense that the ground trembles. Your lips and hands tingle from the electric charge that fills the air until the dancing lightning passes on over.
The waters of this land, and by I'll see them far and long. 'Cause when the night take me hand in hand, this will be my turn. This will be my tale, my vagrant song.
The edge of summer has turned the ocean choppy and misanthropic, and the skies miserably gray. The boardwalk prophetess lured you into her tent with a promise to read a fortune for free. Before you lie the instruments of her profession. There's tarot cards, Rider-Waite, but also Marseille for traditionalists, rosary beads and costume jewelry, and of course, the centerpiece, a great glass globe. With practiced theatricality, she goes directly for the crystal ball, letting her eyes unfocus as though she can see a great distance into it. She brings up names, places, asks if you've known someone called John, if you have a relative in Newark. You latch on to what she says, and together you dance towards some insights about your romantic prospects. It's relieving to meet an honest charlatan instead of the ghouls and ghasts of the road. You might even say you're having fun, until she abruptly stops talking. Your eyes, she says, her voice suddenly drained of the bassy drama that was her stock in trade. You've met him. You've seen him, too. You carry him with you. The words that come out of your mouth are not your own. They seem unwilling or unable to form properly out of a human throat. They're more like snarls, warning noises of a vicious animal. The glass globe shatters. Your vision is hazy, and your body is not your own. You came far to get away from me, the voice lodged inside you says. But this one has a way of wandering. The fortune teller has collapsed, cowering. Consider your debt to me repaid. When you come to your senses, you're lying face down on the rough wood of the boardwalk, sore and weak. An empty patch of wood, cleaner than the surrounding planks, is all that remains of the fortune teller's tent. Low tide on a moonless night. This beach is long, stretching toward a receding sea. In the darkness, the sand seems coarse and gray, alien. The stars are dim and distant. It outshines the stars with its presence, a streak of sickly colored light, leaving a trail of distorted fire. It slowly creeps along the sky like a vast worm, though you know that, given the distance, it must be moving at great speed. Its parabola heads south to north. In the far distance, just for a second, a boardwalk town is engulfed in light. With a rumble, its street lamps and windows dim, then go dark. All that you can see emanating from there is an otherworldly color that you can't quite name.
Stranger, it's good to see you again. You know, I'm gonna see this whole world one day, but for now, I just got my sights set on seeing all 48 of the great U.S. I already seen 10 whole states. It's better than my folks ever done, that's for sure. Plenty of townies and even some tramps treat me like I'm kid simple, but I ain't helpless. and I only act it when I ain't got no better choice, like if I get pinched. I do right fine on my own. Don't need nobody but Cass and Flip. Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? I'm hankering for one of those. Were you trying to scare me? Well, you didn't go far enough. You want to talk about heaven? Ain't no good I can recall coming my life from praying. Small things, big things, no answer all the same. Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories. Well, that was a lively tale. This country. I don't rightly know what this thing called America is. I know what I done been told in school, but the words don't fit the picture. What with tramping across the whole thing, figure I'll find out for myself soon enough. I want to hear one of them venturing tales. Well, I sure was a downer. Give me a good venture tale instead any day. Change. Change ain't coming, stranger. It's already here. Got a whole country tied together with rails and roads and still can't feed everybody. Between you and me, I think that ain't ever gonna change. Can or can't got nothing to do with it. Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? I'm I usually like the scary stuff, but your story needed more punch, I think. Sadness. Ain't seen no sight sadder than in the city. They want you to feel like a giant among giants, like you can do anything. But I seen them shanty camps full up with folks who got nothing to eat, or cities serve to make the small feel smaller. I want to hear one of them venturing tales. Were you trying to scare me? Well, you didn't go far enough. Huh. I remember lots of folks talking about fate and fortune before I started my travels. Talk on the River was about them populists and their Louisiana governor. Some folks say they was up to no good, that they was lazy and un-American, cheating fate with government meddling. Others said we all got the right to be kings, if we'd only let all folks have a fair shot. I suppose I ain't right in line with neither, but I don't think there's nothing un-American about needing help. Well, sun's coming up, so I've got to get ready to go. Where you heading next? Decided yet? Maybe our paths will cross. I'm going up the road this way myself. Hope I'll see something fun. I generally do, you know. There's interesting things to see everywhere if you keep your eyes open.
A few wanderers like you are looking for a place to camp.
We heard there's a Leatherman cave nearby.
They tell you. They describe a locally famous vagrant who hiked this area for almost 30 years.
He's dead now, but his caves are the best place to camp in any town.
You and the other wanderers find the cave easily, because someone's lit a fire there. As you approach, you see a silhouette bend over the flames with an odd, creaking sound, like a door swinging in the wind. His coat is crudely stitched from leather plates that squeak against each other.
The Leatherman.
One of the others whispers, "A ghost." The Leatherman must have heard, but he just stares. His face is corpse still. "He's eating," you say, and point out his can of beans.
Je ne suis pas un fantôme,
The Leatherman says, and adds,
idiot. Oh,
bursts your companion.
Canadien?
Soon he and the Leatherman are deep in conversation, and your group has a safe place to rest.
She's getting married.
The soldier tells you. The two of you observe the church from the dusty road, straining to hear the faint joy of the ceremony transpiring within.
I fought for 10 years to come home because she said she'd be here, waiting for me. And look, can you believe it?
Well, I'm gonna store my name on the bare bones of the earth. I'm gonna dig my heels in.
So what am I supposed to do? What does she expect? That I should throw myself from the nearest cliff? Walk into the ocean?
He snorts, sets off down the road.
I won't leave much to find that can be.
You wait a while. Eventually, the bride emerges from the church, alone, and looks out over the cornfield. When she sees you, and only you, her posture falls in a full-body sigh. She picks up the hem of her dress and goes back inside.
Straight up upon my weary back, I'm gonna keep love from stuck in my soul. 'Cause when my clothes burn, except the wind and the sea. And when I'm still and empty, they're the ones who'll bury me. Well, I'm gonna cast my soul.
Stacks of suitcases grind the parked Model A deeper into the dirt. An extended family inside defies the carrying capacity of the vehicle. The driver leans out the window. "Want this?" He swings a violin around by its neck. 10 bits. We need it for gas. You hear a muffled pounding from somewhere within the car. The back door breaks open, and a girl crawls over the laps of dusty bodies. "Don't you dare! That belongs to Louise Ames!" she shouts at you. "Louise Ames!" She's dragged back into the writhing.
Why, hello there. Look like that's a heavy bag you're carrying. Let me get that for you. I insist. You see this uniform? It means you can trust me to make sure this is the most comfortable journey you've ever had in your life. Who am I? Well, I'm no George, I'll tell you that. But that's not important. This trip is about you, friend. Tell me something that'll make me laugh. I could use a chuckle. That's a tall one. Don't pull my leg, okay? Future, we're making it. There's never been anyone like us Pullman Porters. It's why we have so much pride. We're setting standards for future folks, and we know just how damn high those standards are. I'm in the mood for a story with a bit of that true stuff. Didn't expect to, but I'm actually tearing up over here. The sadness. No sadness here. When you ride on one of Mr. George Pullman's sleeping cars, you leave your sadness. I can personally assure you of that. Anyway, you must have some funny stories to tell. Share one. Oh, that's a good one. Very good. The past, that's a tricky thing. Yes, porters may remind you of a certain type of way folks of our type used to be. There's no fighting that, just happily working past it. Anyway, I'm in the mood for a good happy story. You got me? Positive attitude. That's what I like to hear. Trust. Well, a train ride can be a disorienting experience, especially for a first time. You gotta have faith that a porter can keep you calm and comfortable. And we've gotta earn that faith each and every time. Have any optimistic tales? I'd like to hear one of those. Just like I told you, friend, miles and smiles. Travel, we've all got places to be, and we've all got to get there somehow. So why not get the getting there to be as good as it can get? See, that's really important when getting there is all you got. Another night over. I surely did enjoy all those stories, though. Maybe next time I'll let down my hair a bit. What do you say? You must excuse me, friend. What kind of porter am I saying this trip is all about you, only to start talking about my own damn self? But enough of my indulgences. I hope I see you again.
Well, I'm gonna scroll my name on the bare bones of the earth. I'm gonna dig my heels into the ground. 'Cause when that ferryman comes for to tally up my worth, I won't leave much to find that can be found.
She waits by the ruined mill, in an overcoat 2 sizes too big.
Look, over here. Look at this.
She yells.
This only happens once every 10 years, for Christ's sake.
She grabs your hand, and you both look at the black gear rolling west to cover the sun. Steadily, the darkness draws across the sun until it is almost total. She clutches your hand tightly.
I've never seen this before. I've never seen this.
The sun, obscured, throbs and expands, raging against the night. The eclipse breaks. The sun surges forward, screaming, burning, writhing in torment. Your eyes burn too, as if in retaliation, as if you're witness of the sun's humiliation.
Still and empty, they're the ones who bury me. Well, I'm gonna cast my stone to the waters of
The rain is coming down so hard, it's a wonder the sidewalk hasn't started to crack. You manage to find a narrow patch under a ledge where you can stay dry. A squat man, bundled up in a black fur coat and matching hat, approaches. The thick rain flattens and mats his fur. He squints up at you.
You're in my spot.
He crows. He leans in. You catch a flash of wrinkled red skin and sharp yellow teeth.
I've been here a long time. You best show me respect.
The man gives you a long look, then turns and keeps walking. A minute later, the ledge collapses. Falling brickwork catches you hard on the shoulder. You cover up to protect your head from more debris and get hit by a crashing wave of water from above. You stand there, dripping and dazed. The rain abruptly stops.